Hey guys, it's Tom from the Takoyaki stand. Just doing what I do best. I definitely do things a lot better than starting my own business. This is a bloody rough ride. Anyways, today at the Takoyaki stand, it's been a good day. We did pretty crazy promotion for all office workers. We did 50% off on the Takoyaki set, and also with the marketing, we have a lot of A-frame signs. I found when I did the launch, I collected all the data from the customers and found out what worked best, bring them in and what they like, all that sort of stuff. Not really what they liked best. We didn't collect that information, just basically how they came to in front of our store ordering. Then we used that information as a model to get our customers in the future. Foot traffic is the way forward. Anyways, we're about halfway through the pop-up now. It's the 5th of December. We're just about to have our best day in sales today. We still have a few hours left until we close. Yeah, usually I get about $100 revenue the end of the day period. We're at about $600 in revenue, which will be our best day in sales. Yeah, so that's super encouraging for me. Anyways, for this week, we've been doing a few things with our marketing and what we're trying to do. We've been trying to break into the breakfast market with sandwiches. And at the moment, the sandwiches are Japanese style katsu sandwiches. Pork katsu sandwiches are pretty common in Japan. And then I just did like a variation on that, and I did a chicken katsu sandwich because a lot of people don't eat pork. Not a lot of people, but some people don't eat pork, and I want to cater to them as well. So basically, we are pushing the sandwiches hard on the menu, like on breakfast especially. I don't know, it's kind of super slow on breakfast. It's actually not even really a breakfast item. It's more of like a lunch item, but I just want to try to do whatever I can right now, and I'm working on items that are more suited for breakfast items. What I'm noticing now is, the actual sandwiches, it's still Japanese, but it's more like the reason I did the sandwiches as a special, they're sort of not even a special anymore. Like it's been on the menu for almost 2 weeks. I'm just trying to create a dish that everyone knows and understands. Somehow, when I started this business, I got so fixated the idea of just doing the takoyaki stand and cooking takoyakis, and I just got so fixated on it. The fundamentals of starting a new business, I didn't even apply them. What does the market need and how can I deliver it? What do the people need that I can serve? How can I serve the people around me in this area? And I'm slowly doing it, trying to make product, service or whatever more familiar to the general people or the mass or the majority of the people. The katsu sandwiches, which are featuring on the menu now as a special, they have actually overtaken the takoyaki in popularity. It just kind of shows like I'm to continue on with the product that's not sort of super popular to the general market. I'm pretty much asking to fail, right? The feedback that I've got through customers buying and what customers are buying, I should pivot more something that they like. Going like one step further, katsu sandwiches work as a Japanese restaurant, a Japanese food place. Katsu sandwiches are Japanese. We're not in Japan, right? So why don't I do some Western dishes, right? Do some Western dishes, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. Who cares? Like it's a pop-up. If this is a 6-week thing, I'm here for another 3 weeks and then I'm gone. I don't need to worry too much about the branding and all that stuff, like damaging the brand. The real reason I'm here is to figure out what works and then keep doing it. I have the option to do a pop-up in this location before I sign on to a 5-year lease, which is a standard time frame for our lease. I've already invested like 27 grand into this pop-up, and that's to get all the equipment, the marketing. Like the biggest cost was all the equipment. That's the most expensive thing. For me to go and just try a different concept that I think will work better, that's more suited to the market for this next pop-up before I decide if I'm going to stay or not, I think it's a smart decision. I'll try and test a period of a bit longer this time. Like I'll do maybe 12 weeks or 10 weeks or something, because 6 weeks really hard to build like clientele, customers. I'm going to be starting to implement these menu items from next week. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We're just going to be successful in the marketing. We've been doing one sign featuring a dish. The dish is popular or not. Putting new items on the menu, we need to make people know about them. Like we need to somehow make them known to the people. So what has been working well for us through the launch, we learned advertising to the foot traffic, the most effective way for us to get the customer to order. What we have been doing, we've been trying all different sorts of signage and that sort of thing. I think is probably the most effective one. 4 different menu items on the signs, 3 different, all sorts of different descriptions. What we're doing now, just effective in terms of getting the customers in, is we're doing an actual poster with the lead product that we want to sell. that we're trying to push, that we're trying to understand if that product is a good product or not. And it's been working well. We've been doing it with the chicken and the pork katsu sandwiches. Seems nobody cares about the takoyaki anymore, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Anyways, a bit random to change the product out of takoyaki and then into some other Japanese dishes was a huge hit to the ego, like scrapping the takoyaki stand. In this next stint, like when I come back to do another short-term lease, it will not be called the takoyaki stand anymore. It will be called something else, like Tom's Sandwiches. Who f***ing knows? Who f***ing cares? Honestly, if you're doing a pop-up, branding, because here I have a shirt logo. It's great. I've bought in like 20 of these shirts. It cost me like over 500 bucks to get the shirts and put the logos on. Complete waste of money. If you're doing a pop-up, the branding, like spend as little as you possibly can on the branding. Just like I've got a sandwich sign out there, which is like a poster, and I invested money into that. It cost like $39 or whatever. It's pretty expensive. Revenue generating. The sign is bringing customers in every day to buy the product. If you're doing a pop-up, who the cares? I was thinking about getting like custom made packaging, the serving trays and everything like that. You have to buy those custom packages like in the 1,000 takoyaki packaging boxes, 20 a day for the next 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks, you've sold like a 1/10 of the packaging you bought and lost a ton of money on these packages that you can't. Don't do that. If you're doing a pop-up, the branding, don't worry about the branding until you know what you're actually doing is a viable thing. If you're not sure about the idea, like if you don't know it's 100% gonna work, whatever, who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. All right, talk to you later, bye.